Thank you.
Last year, in our opening year, one of the events that we hosted so proudly was the O Miami Festival of Poetry, which had a wonderful series of events here. And so inspiring was that they gratefully, for us, have decided to collaborate with us on this evening, and they put us in touch with this wonderful man whose poetry you're about to hear, Malachi Black. Please welcome him.
To one still waiting to be born. Know your origin. You are a token of the afterwards of love. What flinches in the ribbon of your utterly new blood is nothing but the echo of a bedpost. Pulse. You have grown up. From filament within your mother's bulb, you have evolved into a chandelier of bones, weightlessly orbiting your portion of the womb, aglow in skin that holds you as an astronaut's upholstery. Small ghost, your figure is almost your own. You fidget, but be still, be whole. Rotate like a globe until too old, you can't be steadfasted by axes. Your center has already lost its poles. Soon you will be divulged. Good luck. You won't be born as much as you'll be given up. And as you tumble from your orbit toward this crib of sticks and dust, be adamant. Be tough. All earth is but a roughness underfoot. To be delivered is too little and too much. It is the touch that will disfigure you that you must learn to touch. You will scuff and stain and ruin like a patent leather boot and stagger haplessly through weather that gnarls what is new. Your first face will be forgotten as a field is under snow, and you will let yourself be vandalized as all handsomeness will. There is no balm for what is rotten, and you will spoil like a plum, but still wash every day and wash again the rancid blemish that your body has become. Stare into your hands. How can you doubt that you are animal? This is your ontology. You are because you must be someone's child. Be otherwise. Be wild. Be stranger and more formless than a boy. Cast off the membrane that has covered you. Unwind the muscle that encumbers you, and rise. Twirl as a whirlwind overhead, effortlessly aerial, incorporeal, almost electrical. Drift as a bright curl in the bluish light of sky, impervious, indifferent, unhuman. The winter traveler. Once more, the earth is old enough for snow. A crooked posture of cold grasses, a white sky sighing down bare branches, a freeze tightening each liquid into stone. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, I'll be anchored by a sinking of my bones into the air I carry in my clothes, walking roadside with my wrists exposed to the horizon. Dear passerby, since I am nothing, I am whole. I'll be lifted by the wind's edge and borne home the day after tomorrow. This last piece is a crown of sonnets based on the liturgical hours. A crown is a sequence of 7, 10, 14, or 15 poems, in this case 10, the last line of the first of which is the first line of the second, the last line of the second of which is the first line of the third, and so on. There are 10. The first line of the sequence is the last line of the last poem of the sequence. It is a crown. These are poems to the possibility of God. Quarantine. Somehow I am sturdier, more sure than sea spray as I thicken through the bedroom door. I gleam of sickness. You give me morning, Lord, as you give earthquake to all architecture. I can forget. You put that sugar in the melon's breath, and it is wet with what you are. I too ferment. You rub the hum and simple warmth of summer from afar into the hips of insects and of everything. I can forget. And like the sea, one more machine without a memory, I don't believe that you made me. I don't believe that you made me into this tremolo of hands, this fever, this flat-footed dance of tendons and the drapery of skin along a skeleton. I am that I am, a brittle rib cage and the hummingbird of breath that flickers in it. Incrementally, I stand. In me are eons and the cramp of endless ancestry. Sun is in the leaves again. I think I see you in the wind, but then I think I see the wind. But then I think I see the wind as an intention, pressing us with weather. All the pieces of the air you've put together somehow know just how to hold the rain. They somehow know to funnel and unfold, to swerve the snow, to rake the beaches, and to slope the arcing seagull's wings. As wind inside a shell, they know you in themselves. I'll find you out. I can know you as a hint in things. I do. And through the window, I have known you as an opening. I have known you as an opening of curtains as a light blurts through the sky. But this is afternoon, and afternoon is not the time to hunt you with the hot globe of a human eye. So I fluster like a crooked broom in rounds within the living room and try to lift an ear to you. I try. I cut myself into a cave for you. To be a trilling blindness in the infinite vibration of your murmuring July, I cut myself into a cave for you. I cut myself into a cave for you, but you are quiet, you are shy. An only child, you still hide from blame and invitations, and you constantly deny all suitors. I will not be defied. You are the tongue I plunge into this begging razor blade, so brightened by my spiderweb of blood. You are the one. You are the venom in the serpent I have tried not to become, my Lord. You are the one. My Lord, you are the one. Your breath has blown away the visionary sun and now suffocates the skyline with the dusk. If only once, I wish that you could shudder with my pulse, double over and convulse on the stitches in the skin that I slash wishes in. But Lord, you are the gulf between the hoped for and the happening. You've won. So what is left for me when what is left for me has come? When what is left for me has come, when what is left has left its wing in something slumped against a door, when what is left for me has come to nothing ever after and before this kingdom come to nothing, when what has come is nothing more than what was left, and what was left is nothing more than what has come to nothing ever after and before. If what is left is what is meant for me, and what is meant for me is nothing come to nothing, come to this kingdom, come to nothing. to this kingdom come to nothing. I have itemized the night. I have held within the livid tissue of my mouth every particle of light, and even now I am a maze of radiation. I have felt in each of my 100 trillion cells the rapturous, proud swell of darkling sounds whose undulations break a body down to sprays of elemental matter. As well, I have obtained a straightforward account of the forces and conditions that propelled the universe to burst from nothing else, and I can tell of every trembling genesis. There is no end. What has come will come again. There is no end. What has come will come again, and then distend, and then again. There is no end to origin and. There is again and born again. There is the midnight, there is the forming and, the midnight curling into morning and, the glory and again. There is no end. There is the blessing in an and an again. The limitlessly yesing of began begins incessantly again, and then the infinite undressing of all when there is the lifting everything again, the glowing endlessness, and then the floating endlessly again. The floating endlessly again. The glowing and the growing back again as I am, as I can, and I can stand. I understand. Though I am fashioned in the haggard image of a man, I am an atom of the aperture. I am as a nerve inside a gland. I understand. Though I am fashioned as I am a perch for the eternal and a purse for what it lends. I understand. Though flakes of fire overwhelm the fallen snow, though ice caps melt, though oceans freeze or overflow, somehow I am sturdier, more sure. Thank you.